All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
One Outs, episode 21. The second game is over.
Yes.
They've discovered the drum.
Yeah, the Blue Mars and those cheating bastards.
Yeah.
They were absolutely
thrashed.
routed.
Yep.
Had no way to use their stolen signs in any way whatsoever in the second game. And while this is going well for the Lycaons now, because that means the third game is probably also in the bag, there's a new conflict, in fact, one that might have been set up a while ago.
Indeed.
That the One Outs contract is potentially about to be either null and void because of some shenanigans that the coach is, the owner is going to pull off.
Right.
But it might also be something else completely new that we haven't actually... haven't actually been made privy to.
Right.
So, all right, okay. Is this going to be a way in which the owner just reduces this but keeps the contract going so that he can earn money from Toua? Or is this going to be something along the lines of having the contract being made public via Toua's own actions?
Right. Yep.
We shall see.
Who knows?
See. Yeah, but y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
今日の試合を取れば他チームの結果次第では最下位を脱出する可能性もある。
It's a good point.
優勝のためにはここで順位を上げておきたい。
わかんないけど、昨日の試合俺のおか
Oh
げ
my
で
god.
勝ってるぞ。今日も勝ったら俺天才って呼ばれるようになるかも。
おい、昨日の俺との約束、今日の試合終了まで続いてるからな。今日一日。 俺の指示には素直に従うこと。
Rough.
He looks isolated completely.
なあ、サインのことだけど、出し方ちょっと変えてみねえか。
Good call.
Yeah, because they might figure it out if they use the same trick.
サインが盗まれていたとでも言うのか？
念には念を入れないと、盗まれてからじゃ遅いからな。例えば、背番号6の選手の打席なら。
That's brilliant. That's just like a simple encryption there.
Right, because that way they don't actually have to learn whole new, like, sign lists.
8と2を足していくつだ?
Wow. Yeah.
10
There you go.
を3で割った余りは
1.
1
There you go.
それが82の余り。それじゃ
Oh, that's cool.
4
割る3は
余り1
ほら、一致するじゃねえか。
That's easy. I can do that.
我々が攻撃時、対象は味方の
but when we're defending, we'll use their batter's jersey number. Yeah.
これにより1試合中、50回以上サインのパターンは変わることになる。
Very nice.
というアイデアを三原監督が提案していたんだが。どうよ、お前ら。
Oh, that's brilliant.
Our manager is being competent? What's going on? Wow.
Oh my god.
さあ、今日のブルーマーズの先発は技巧派白髪。
野球では打者が2巡目になる。
You're playing odds and you're minimizing
2巡目の打者は先発投手の球に目が慣れてくるからだが。 特殊はここに勝負のポイントを合わせてきたのだ。つまり3イニングの間通常通りのサインシステム。
Cool. That way they get more surprised by them.
だがしかし。
ランナー走った。しかしこれはバッテリー呼んでいた。アウト。
Out. Yeah.
こ
Okay.
の回走者を出したもののあっさりチャンスは潰された。
こいつは初球から振ってくるタイプじゃないから。1球目はカーブでカウントを取りに行こう。
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Does the owner have a spy?
ブルーマーズノーアウトでランナーが出ました。
ブルーマーズバッター高槻。
この場面、3番打者にバントはない。理想はス
Okay.
ライダーを詰まらせてゲッツー。
あー、バントした。嘘。
Shit. Base loaded. Yep.
So
And then Then the slugger comes up. Okay.
ロドリゴの登場だ。
言っただろう。今日は昨日のようには。
Wow, yep. He's getting info.
ロドリゴはストレートが得意で150キロを超えるスピードボールにもなか
I
な
don't
か差し
hear
込まれない
The drum?
the drum, yeah.
変化球が苦手で
I think-
oh, wait. Yeah, I do hear it. That's a home run pitch. No.
Yeah.
球投げた。
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
初球大きなカーブが低めいっぱいに決まりました。
I don't hear the drums. No.
But he's smiling.
shit. Oh, okay. Okay.
2球目もカーブ。
I like that we're seeing more
Of like the detail
Detail
of the
of the-
pitches. Yeah.
yeah.
Especially when it's not involving Toua.
Oh god. Don't you dare show a spider.
故障したのかそれとも
Okay.
次の球は当然カーブだ
足が上がった。打った。
Oh.
しかしこれはボールの上っ面をこすっただけ。
Okay.
So they are pitching just good pitches. But
But he managed to make contact, so it
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
a good idea to change it up from then.
今のはストライクからボールになるコースだったから球のキレでファウルチップが当たりすぎない
oh.
もしボール一つ分高めに入っていたらミートされていたかもしれない
Okay.
And it would have gone.
Yeah.
自分が苦手とし石山が得意とするカーブか3連続カーブの後の速いストレート
I mean, you've got 2 strikes with only 1 ball,
それを
so
使わない
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ここはフォーク石山は今日フォークを暴投しているから
山第
No
4
drums.
球投げた。
よしこれなら最高のフォークだ
but Grand Slam.
落としてきた。
Oh, that's rough.
入れ口の違和感を
Did they fuck with their balls?
タイム
Yeah.
どうしたんだろう。
あいや昨日痛めた指またひねっちゃって
サインが盗まれてる。今日作ったばっかりのサインだぞ。
いやシステム自体がバレてるわけじゃないと思うんですただブルーマーズはロドリゴの打席で
Right, because they haven't switched it.
今日のブルーマーズの1番から4番までつまり上位打線に
Gotcha, so you just have a random situation that's
偏っているんで
unfortunate.
す
なら簡単だ。今すぐリセットしろ。
No.
ターン1に戻せばいい。
そう
No.
っすね
おい。
また
Yeah, yeah. Ah!
ああ、冴島コーチ。
はい。
ここで一旦サインはパターン1にリセットね。
パターン1にリセットだいいな
OK。
さあゲーム再開です。ノーアウト満塁。
All right, let's see if there's a rat or if it's something
Yeah.
else. This will give us a plenty of information here.
そりゃ驚くだろう
Yeah, no, that's fine. We wanted to swing here.
直前に緩い球を見せるなどの布石があるならまだし
We're
も
still 2-2. You can make it a little bit of a bad throw.
Yeah.
Now that might be them.
投げた。
来たバッチリンハイ
Yeah, high, high, high.
打った。センターフェンス直撃。
Shit, that's 2 RBIs.
All right.
二塁ランナーもホームへ。
Yeah, too late.
なぜ打たれたんだ。サインパターンを今さっき変えたばっかりなのに。
Maybe they have mics, like
これは
bugs in the
連中とんでもない手を打
in
っ
the
てきたよう
stadium,
だ
you
な
know?
But it's at the batter. The batter wouldn't. The catcher would hear it. They'd.
ああみんな、ここからサインはパターン2に切り替えるからな。
さっき変えたばっかりなのに。
からすぐ入れ口。
センター前ヒット。三塁ランナー悠々とホームイン。3点目。
It's possible that the Blue Mars had tricks that they specifically didn't use in earlier games to not tip
Yeah.
off the other team,
Right.
and they bring him in specifically for the tiebreaker of the series. But it's not going to do anything.
But they're guaranteeing that there's something that is.
There's still fuckery afoot.
Yeah, yeah.
止まらないブルーマーズの連打が止まりません。
ここまで来ると
連中が組織的にサイン盗みをやってることは明らかだ。
Right.
だから打者ごとにサインを変えたところで通用しないってことさ。我々の使ってるバッテリー間のサインはこうだ。もしこれがパターン2ならフォークで、他はダミーだ。1球目ストレート、フォーク、カーブだと実際はフォーク。2球目フォーク、ストレート、カーブだと実際はストレート。3球目カーブ、ストレート、フォークだと実際はストレート。結果パターン2がおのずと浮かび上がる。
So they're getting it after 3 pitches?
サインを変えるしかない。
なあ、あんたさ、
Yeah.
何にも分かってないのな。
なんだと。
確かにあんたの言う通り、2、3球見れば
But they were getting it after 1 or 2.
Right.
じゃあこの回の先頭打者有川はなぜ初球が打てたのさ。
ここからは1球ごとにパターンを変えるぞ。やり方だが、今度はストライクカウントを基準にパターンを切り替える。例えば1ストライクならパターン1、2ストライクならパターン2っていう具合にな。
あんたの言ったことは当の昔に考えていた。まあものは試し。
Okay, okay. All right, well then, if that's the plan. That could work, maybe.
It's
but I don't
still
think
early in
so.
the game.
盗みを阻止できるもんかね。
今はまだノーストライクだからパターン3ストレートか。
Okay.
初球は高めいっぱいのストレート。
So maybe now they're reading to try and identify the pattern.
2球目はカーブ。
Hasn't swung yet.
カウント1エンド1。
パターン1を継続しストレート。
Oh!
All right, seems to be working pretty well.
I don't hear the drums either.
ピッチャー第4球投げた。打ったボールは
God
セ
damn.
右中間を破った。一人生還。そして一塁ランナー隅野にも三塁を回る。
Oh!
セーフ。
No way!
Ouch.
Oh!
こ
Dugout.
の現象を説明できる理由は一つしかない。
They're eliciting it on the dugout. Yeah.
俺たちは
Yeah,
盗聴され
yeah,
ている。
exactly. Yeah.
盗聴。
It's too fast.
サインシステム云々の問題じゃない。我々の作戦は全て
Now, saying this means that they'll know that you know.
この球場の監督室、ミーティングルーム、
Yeah.
おそらくあらゆる場所に盗聴器は仕掛けられている。今まさにこのベンチ内も盗聴されてるんだよ。
Well, they know we're wiretapping them.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, yeah. This is a really shitty situation because the Blue Mars team is just
Wiretap
going
them.
all the way in here. They probably just weren't using these in general, or they were using them in a mild manner so
Or-
that it wouldn't be as obvious that what was going on.
Or potentially even the owner helped make sure that they were getting set up in between games.
Yes,
You know?
yes,
Like,
yes. That's probably what it is. The idea that the team is going to need to put Toua on the mound eventually, and if this is just one of those games where they go so completely overrunning the Lycaons, meaning like this game could have 25 points scored against them or something like that.
sure.
There's no ruling in baseball, as far as I know, of an overwhelming victory kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that's something that gets decided on by like kind of a mutual thing or something like that.
Oh, sure, yeah. The other team could just be like, okay, we give up,
Or no, basically being like, do you guys want to call it here? We get it. It's the 6th inning or the 7th inning or something like that. I think there might be something like that where it's the 5th inning or the 6th inning. I don't remember.
Okay.
But that's also there's different rulings based on what level of play you're going at here. But either way.
Either
All
way,
right.
here we are.
Wiretapping. It's kind of boring because there's no counterplay. There's no immediate counterplay.
Right.
The kind of counterplay that you do, basically, is you start, threatening the other team over the wires to be like, all right, so when this game's over, because these are, obviously cheating bastards, let's ambush the coach, let's
Break
drag
their
him
legs,
out to the docks. And let's tie some bricks to his legs and kill him.
Right.
And it's the kind of thing where they're like, wait.
we're a bit concerned. and worried
Exactly.
Right.
Right. And it's just the idea of, oh, okay, that's not also baseball anymore.
And it's not even gambling. Although,
exactly.
If they wanted to, and at this point, I don't think they're going to do it in the show. But if there was going to be some surprise reason to show like some of the environment that Toua grew up in,
right,
that could be a way to do it.
He like says like, all right, I'm gonna get my 1-outs buddies. They all know me. They respect me.
Yeah.
If I let them know that there's a team, major league players out here that are ridiculous cheaters. Not only that, they are absolutely blatant with it, and I have enough money to just pay them. Yeah. It's just. But that's the thing. It's not settled then on the field. We need to have something where if we have everything being taken there, we can't just suddenly, like you were saying, hey Kojima, you want to learn sign language real quick?
Right.
Like that's not realistic.
Well, and given the way that given the setup for the game, so I have no doubt that the Lycaons are going to win because that's what they do, right? That's the point of it. It's not whether they're going to win; it's how. With regards to the series, they might lose like one game, but I don't think we've seen them lose a series yet.
I don't know. This is one where it might not be about whether or not the Lycaons win, but it's about whether or not the contract is affected in any dramatic way because of this game.
Maybe
because right now none of these points matter. Because none of it is affecting Toua.
For the contract, right.
Well, yeah, of course. But either way, from your perspective, none of these points matter either. Because you think that they're going to win no matter what.
Right, in an absolute sense, but it's a way to increase the stakes because it, like, as far as a way to make tension in the story, having the other team score runs when Toua isn't on base is kind of the best way to do it because Toua is built up to be such a badass, and with the way the contract works, he's not really going to get many runs scored when he's on the plate, right? Like that's just sort of how it works because otherwise he wouldn't make money, and then the whole premise kind of ends up being less exciting and Toua kicking the owner's ass in this bet, right? But he also can't directly make the team score points. So if they're behind, then the only way to make the team win is for Toua to really show his chops beyond just the level of pitching, right? And be able to,
direct the team.
Right?
Yeah. That's
with all his tips and tricks.
Right, and that's why I'm saying that right now, from both these perspectives, these points don't matter.
Right.
So, therefore, the next stage of the game really is a big one in terms of whether or not the Lycaons win, because from my perspective here, the Lycaons do not have to win this one. This one is not about the Lycaons right now. The only reason why it is because Kojima has a character motivation to make it to the pennant, to make it to the championship. But that being said, this is one game. One game won't determine whether or not they get to the championship. It's just whether or not they have a good record in the long haul. And they've only played, 3 series of teams right now?
That we've seen. They've done some time skips. They did at least one time skip where it was just like, okay, Toua wasn't being used for those games much because he was too expensive, It was like early in the season.
Yeah, but either way. Reminder, Major League seasons have like 150 games.
Right. So
we're not even close to that. Like there's no way they time skipped 100 games.
This seems like the kind of thing where the series, not like the anime series, but like the manga, will go for the duration of this season. And then at the end of the manga, basically, you have this is how much Toua won over the course of the year, and it's some obscene number.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, having the conflict settled in some way through exploiting the cheating mechanisms that the team, the Blue Mars, is using here would mean that Toua would have to feed them wrong info and avoid cameras potentially as well.
Right.
Because given that he has a laptop, the manager of the other team over there, the coach, he could theoretically have audio and video, But
Sure.
video would be much easier to spot if they went and inspected the dugout.
Right.
And in all fairness to Blue Mars, they could try and hold the team responsible for damage to the stadium. But if they found the camera and broke it, they could use that as blackmail, as some kind of other
Here's
thing to
proof
be like,
that you're cheating.
here's proof that you're cheating. We can get your team's games thrown out here.
Right. And one of the other things that's kind of tough as far as seeing how the Lycaons will be able to pull this around and Toua, leading them and helping them do it, is that Toua just told Kojima that there are microphones and that they're being wiretapped in the dugout that's being wiretapped. So you can't use the fact that they wouldn't know that you know as information.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But
So-
that's the thing. They can't move they can't move the microphones. They can't move the cameras.
No, right. But even in the thing of okay, well, if they wanted, there's the we'll say something overt of we know you're listening. We're gonna we're gonna go find you and kill you or something like that, right?
Right.
But then there's also the okay, we're gonna do this thing, or something like that, right? They try and use the fact that they're listening to plant false information.
Yeah.
But they can't do that anymore because they know that they've let it slip that they're listening in.
Well, but that's the thing. They would have to then use a nonverbal way of communicating to the team entirely.
Right.
Which would involve at the end of an inning, so at the end of this inning, which is rough, a way to that's actually the thing. There's almost no way to communicate to the entire team using nonverbal cues. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out how they would tell the team without waiting for everyone to be, off the field for an inning, and they call a timeout or something like that and have everyone go to somewhere and be like, all right, well, they obviously are wiretapping this whole area here, so I need everyone to come in and huddle real close here, okay?
Sure.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to play a game of telephone. I'm
Sure.
going to tell this person, this is how we're going to set up the things here. I'm going to whisper it into their ear very, very quietly. I need someone else to play some music in this area here.
Right.
And we treat this like a spy film. That's very, very possible for a thing to do.
Right.
But the problem with that then is that everyone knows that the signs are being stolen.
Right. And even then, that's something where then you're only bringing it up to maybe you can play a baseline fair game from here on out, but you're 6 runs down and Toua can't score you any points.
Yep.
This feels like it's the setup where then Toua will have to do some kind of Hail Mary, or they'll have to make it so that they can get the umpires to be able to check one of the baseballs that's been tampered with or something like that, where they can get the other team thrown out as a result of their cheating, Because...
But they're probably not doing that. They're probably not doing that kind of cheating. I think they're only doing sign stealing here because they know that the Lycaons were basically going to have some counter strategy to it. So then when they revealed essentially to them through the wiretapping, they're like, oh, okay, cool. All right, wonderful. We'll be ready for that.
That's a fair point. Given that they've been wiretapped, they don't need to worry about concealing the fact that they know that the other team's cheating, because they would have already known, because they would have heard the conversations.
Oh, yeah.
So that does ease things up for them a little bit in that way.
A little bit,
in that one specific way.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we have to go for broke. I think we have to get outside help here. I think we have to basically take this and make this into a game of chicken, where it's the thing of where it's okay, how much is this game worth to you?
And I could see Toua being really good at that because he's a gambler. So he's used to very high stakes. So when it's we'll kill you, we'll, do whatever.
Another thing they could do is they could leverage the idea that Mihara is being paid to be his bitch right now.
Okay.
What if they use money to get him to try to throw the game, right? Give false signs to his own team.
Okay.
In exchange for money.
But
yeah, what if he just has a conversation in the dugout directly to the coach over there?
Don't know. I would love it if Mihara was somehow clutch, inadvertently without realizing it in the victory here.
No, but that would make Toua be in a position of make him in a position of desperation in the style of negotiations that would have to take place there. But I just like the idea of Toua using his gambling Mihara strategy so that Mihara listens to everything he says on the other coach. But the problem is that Mihara's an idiot, so that's why it works so simply. Like, Mihara doesn't question it as much.
Theoretically, if they had, if the other team has an in-between...
Yeah.
Like, because the other coach could just be listening in on the stuff directly, or you could have like one or two people that are like feeding information and translating, so that way he gets just what he needs.
Well, that's why I think he's on the computer. It's not that he's actually getting it all directly, like he has earphones in. It's that he's on a chat thing that's live updated by 7 people, and they all are feeding stuff in there. And that's why it's good that they're not really showing us the details of that, because it's not important for us to know how exactly it's happening, other than it's wiretapping. So therefore, we can assume they've got it completely covered.
So if that's the case, one of the things that I could see Toua potentially doing is saying, okay, whoever's listening, I have an offer for you.
Right. That's what I was saying. Yeah. That's literally what I was saying with making an offer with money to the.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
The coach. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that way, it's just the coach gets the bad info because the people listening in are just passing along false info.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be directly to the coach, but he basically buys out the people listening.
How much are they paying you? I bet it's only about yay so much or whatever. I can double that. But.
Yeah, now that's a thing where they could be like, okay, well, obviously you're lying. You can't actually prove that you can give us that much money.
Or they just go to their coach and like, they're offering double, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But,
it would be easy. I think also that's the other thing is that if they've got this gig worked out right here, they've probably been through so many teams where this has been a thing that they can, work out, that they wouldn't want to jeopardize their setup by having a bit of irregularity right here. Because then they all, as a team, come together and like, hey, what the hell? You dropped the ball, essentially.
Yeah, that's a good point. They could have a pretty strong forcing function to make sure everyone does their part.
Right, because it's not just that there's money and notoriety, fame, and all that involved. It's their assets.
There's the carrot and the stick.
Yeah. It's the idea that it's like, no. If we go down, we all go down together.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any stragglers here, so we will. We will crab bucket you into the abyss with us and just pull you down and tear you apart if you think you're going to threaten this.
Yeah, okay, so maybe that... Yeah. I don't know. Toua will have to pull something out. He's good at Hail Marys, but this is...
shit.
This is a new situation.
And I also like that because we've gone this far and Toua isn't pitching, whatever the owner is planning hasn't come into effect yet.
That's true.
So that might compound the problems once we get into the innings where Toua will start pitching.
Right.
So.
And then the other thing that I'm kind of curious about is that this is the last game of the series, but they are only halfway through. So let's say the next episode finishes the series. Okay, cool. But then how many episodes do we have left in the season?
We have a decent amount, yeah.
Yeah, like do we
3 more?
Is that enough for another series, or do we have some kind of like non-game kind of wrap-up deal, or or something?
Yeah, it could be some Coach Toua related stuff. It could be some stuff focused directly on Toua. It could be like Toua, Kojima, Itaguchi, a couple of the characters on the team, just kind of having a bit of a like, okay, gotcha. Well, what's our main goal as a team? And that could be set up for a
go read the manga
that,
kind of a thing.
Never is coming,
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think we've pretty much covered everything, though. I think so. I think the just annoying thing about this is that there really is nothing I can think of in the rules of baseball that would allow them to kind of subvert this and call the game a wash, outside of just proving that they're cheating, which they've already said they don't want to do because it's just not worth the it's not worth it.
It's also less interesting from a conflict standpoint because the whole point of this is that the odds are stacked against Toua and he somehow pulls it out of his ass. He does something amazing and there you go, right? Even with your cheating, it's not enough. Yeah. If it's just, I figured out how to prove that you're cheating, that's very binary. You're either in the place where you haven't proven it or you have and then there's nothing left.
And there's no conflict after that, so yeah. All right, well, good luck with that one.
Yep,
But
good luck.
Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.